This is my Hornby Jinty, 1960s. Probably older than me, to be fair. I had this bought for me second hand as a kid, back in 79, 80, something like that. And it got a lot of abuse, and a lot of fun, and a lot of running. The bodywork was so tatty, all of the printing had worn off. So last year I managed to get a brand new body for it. That's great. I'm saying brand new, second hand, but as new. So it, come on, focus. So now it looks pretty fine. All well and good. But I've been thinking for a while, what do I do with the original body? So the original body. I've removed a lot of the guff that had been added to it over the years in terms of transfers and things. Cleaned it all down, primed it, and now you can probably see I've taken off the moulded handrails, and I'm going to fit proper handrails. I've taken off safety valves and the whistle, and I'm going to fit, well, the safety valves are going to be the same. They are brass ones. Come on, focus. But originally this body shell just had a plastic nub for a whistle. So on this one I have taken off that, and I'm going to fit a brass one in there. What else have I done? If you look at the front, I'm going to have handrail on the front. I've fitted a smoke box dart. I've fitted 3 lamp irons, and holes are there for handrails, which I've got and I'll fit on. I've replaced the broken step on the front, and I've cut out the coal rails, so now they are, I can show you this with a look, yeah, they've got a gap in them, so we've got separated out coal rails. All good. And I will fit separate coal load in there. Just an update on the Tri-Ang Jinty body. We've painted black, sprayed it black, using Tamiya black, so it has quite a gloss finish to it. But I then added some transfers to the side. Now originally this locomotive was British Rail 47606, so I'm going to convert it back to LMS 7606. So press fix transfers have gone on, painted, buffer beams painted. Don't know whether the camera's going to pick this up. I've added rivets to the buffer beam, and I've added rivets to the running plate as well. You can just see them. That's better. So that looks looking quite good. So the Tamiya black does tend to leave quite a glossy finish. I will spray this with a varnish, a satin varnish, so hopefully that will tone that down a little bit. And after that, painting's all done, we can fit the bits that have been removed. So handrails, buffers, and then we'll probably test fit the body and see what it looks like. The next stage of this particular build is going to be the chassis. I fancy fitting some brake rods to the old Tri-Ang chassis, so we'll see how that gets on. Anyway, nice update, looking good. So, the finished article, my 1960s Tri-Ang Jinty, which has now been tarted up to the nth degree, for want of a better description. So, a quick rundown on what we've actually done. We've obviously repainted the whole thing. and giving it a cover of matte varnish. The extra details we've added, we've got lamp irons and lamps on the front. We've got the buffer beam pipe, I forget what you call that now, for connecting coaches. We've got rid of the moulded on handrails and put separately fitted handrails. We've got smoke box dart, separately fitted on the front. We've got the extra pipe work along the side. We've got oilers down the front of the tank with little bits of pipe work there. Extra handles on the front of the tank. We've polished up the whistles, fitted a separate, polished up the safety valves and fitted an extra brass whistle. The windows, didn't think it was worth glazing the windows because all you can see is an engine in the cab, being a Tri-Ang Jinty. But I have put a little bit of copper wire around the windows just to frame them, which I think looks quite good. Resprayed it, as I said, satin varnish. We've got LMS transfers with the running number. Historically, the old Tri-Ang Jinty from the 60s was number 47606 in BR livery. I've just moved it back to LMS livery and knocked off the 4, so it's 7606. I know the LMS symbol emblem on the coal bunker wouldn't have been seen in real life, but hey, my model, I fancied that there when I saw the transfers. Thought that looks too good not to put on there somewhere, so there we go. I've fitted external brake rods or brake bars, what do you call them? Brake, forgotten the name of them. And we've got, although it's hard to see on the camera, we actually have brake shoes now at the front of the wheel. You might be able to see them on the front there. So brake shoes and brake rodding. Coupling hook, and again the I can forget what you call those pipes. I'll figure it out. I'll Google it. Bit of brass pipe, cut it very thinly for the rear windows. Core load, and again hard to tell on the camera, but the extra bars on top of the coal bunker have been filed through, so they're now separate bars as opposed to one piece moulding. Okay, we've got fireman's tools on top of the bunker. There's another separate handrail, separate handrail, separate handrail. Oh, and I think it was that one, new front step, because one of the front steps was broken on my original body shell. So yes, so this is the original body shell that came with the Tri-Ang Jinty back in the 60s. It was well tattered, well knackered after I'd used it when I was a child. The replacement body shell that I got, just to give you a bit of an idea, that's what they originally looked like back in the 60s. This one, however, is, come on, focus. It's not going to, is it? This one, there we go. Now you'll focus. So this particular body shell is a second-hand one I got, which is in very good nick. But I always wanted to do something with my old one. I think it's turned out rather well. Although I did varnish the paint with satin varnish, I left the smoke box and the chimney as matte. And I don't know whether that shows up. It does show up quite well there. Quite like the way that's looked. Lamp irons and a couple of lamps on the front. I mentioned those. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the way that's turned out. Here's what you can do with an old model. So yeah, brake rods, brake hanger, and front brakes, or brakes on each wheel. Okay. I quite like this now. That I didn't like it before, but now really do like it.